It's 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, March 13th, 2024. I spent the last 2 hours trying to wrangle sheep into the sheep chute that I built, and I was not successful at all. Not one sheep went through the chute. We tried all the tricks we could think of. I'll kind of go through what we tried, but let me show you the sheep chute first. So this is the sheep chute. I used 2x3s, except for the rails at the bottom are 2x4s. I just built kind of like a lift. So this frame holds the hardware top, and it goes up and down, and there's like pieces of wood to hold it in position. Same on the other end. This is just a loose, 4x8 sheet, but it's been cut to fit the inside of here. And the idea was that I can adjust to figure out what the right angle and spacing is for the sheep to come through. This is exactly 3 feet tall right here. The idea is that you should be able to reach over and grab the sheep and stuff like that. So what we did is I took that wire and I moved it here and made it tight, so the wire was reasonably tight. Then I took the dog food. There's like some pig panels that's been bent around to form like a cage for the dog food, and I put that over here to block the way so the sheep couldn't get by. And then we tried to obviously just push the sheep towards it. They didn't want anything to do with this thing. They wouldn't get within 5 feet of it. And then we built like a lane. Well, there's a bug on me. We built like a lane that kind of went down and then opened up so we can kind of funnel the sheep in. And we were able to get the sheep almost all the way here. They're all bunched up. They were pushing against the wire and zapping themselves. They wouldn't dare touch the two wires that we used for the lane that weren't even charged. They were scared of that wire. So I think they're trained to the hot wire now. They know not to touch the hot wire. But they would not get near the chute, not at all. I tried taking one of the sheep. I actually was able to catch a sheep. Catch a couple sheep. I was actually able to trim the hooves on that one that had long hooves, long horn on his hooves, on her hooves, and I was able to trim that back quite a ways. Then I took a sheep and I kind of tied it up to this T-post there, and so the idea was that the sheep would see the sheep that was tied up and they'd feel more comfortable going through, but that didn't work. Then when I removed this barrier, just wanted them to go by it, they wouldn't do that either. So finally I just took the fence down, and the sheep crossed the wire along with the cows, the bulls. So yeah, so that's what happened. Lessons learned. Sheep, when they're scared of something, they will not get near it. There's nothing you can do, right? They will probably only go through if there's absolutely no other option, and then because they think they could escape, right? Now I thought that because they could see through here, that they would just go through, as an escape point, but they didn't. They didn't even want to go through that tunnel. So my thoughts right now are that I need to build like a tunnel, a long tunnel. Maybe one that gets like smaller and smaller as they get closer. So it starts off pretty wide, but then it gets smaller and smaller. And what I will do is get a bunch of pig panels or something like that, and then use posts to hold them up or something. That probably won't be strong enough. Just the regular, like these plastic posts. And the idea is just to force them through, lock it behind them so they have to go forward. There's no backwards, and then just cajole them to go through, And at that point, because I need the whole chute that leads up to the chute, then it's a larger structure that just can't easily be towed around. This is kind of the limit of what you can tow around. Anything bigger than this is too big to tow around all the time. And so I think that's what I'll do, is I'll have to build a proper sheep pen. And then every 6 weeks, when they go back to the beginning of the rotation, I'll push them through the sheep pen. I wonder if I can take the existing cow pen and modify it into a sheep pen. I think I can. I think it's big enough, at least for the number of sheep I got. I think I got to get some pig panels to kind of seal up between the bars in the cattle pen. And then from there, I can probably build a structure that will direct the sheep. And maybe I can use this for the sheep chute. Maybe I need a proper sheep chute or something. I know that a lot of people that do sheep, they build their own stuff. So I need to look at that and think about it. Yeah, I'm kind of at that point where I need to rethink everything and refigure what I'm going to do. Well, it was an experience. I didn't spend that much money on this thing, probably about $200 in hardware. I probably spent, I don't know, 6 or 8 hours building it. At least I learned how to build stuff better. And I think my next major project is going to be a chicken scooter, a chicken tractor for laying chickens. And I'll probably build a structure somewhat similar to this, out of 2x3s or something, maybe 2x4s. I'll use the metal roofing material to keep the water out, and then hardware cloth around it to keep the predators out. Those two dogs still don't like each other because Nutmeg's still in heat. I took Nutmeg off the rope, so Nutmeg is over there, I think, with the sheep. I don't know where Nutmeg is. Oh, there, Nutmeg is over there. And I took, earlier this day today, I took Hindungi off the rope. So now they're both off the rope. I gotta have a way to process the sheep, to work on them. Without a clear way to process the sheep or an easy way to work on the sheep, I'm gonna have problems when it comes to everything, separating the sheep out, getting the lambs ready for sale, neutering the ram lambs, checking the eyelids, trimming the hooves, and stuff like that. So I just got to figure out, I got to get good at that part of the sheep herding before I really can increase the size of the flock. So that's where I'm at, everybody. I hope you had a great day. Hey there, Hindungi. I'm going to go home, get some food, and collapse. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.